for the Frontier District. We are going to get started here with flags. Very, very quick agenda for the night. We are flags, and then we have amazing words of wisdom. And then we are going to break into kind of three groups, one being the Troopapalooza, one being the Cub Scouts leaders next door doing our round table, and one being Journey, YPT, Youth Protection Training as well. So that is our quick agenda for the night. So we are going to start off with flags, which we are going to have Troop 712 presenting this evening.
Color guard, attention. Scouts, attention. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Please prepare to post the flag of the United States of America. Scout salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Color guard, reform rank. Forward march. Color guard, halt. About face. Color guard at ease. Scouts at ease.
An entire battalion and not just one boy.
That was really well done. Very good. Very nice. Troop 712. Thank you. So this evening, just a quick introduction. My name is Erin Ann. I am a Roundtable Commissioner for Cub Scouts for the Frontier District.
Chris Lux 2, Roundtable Commissioner for Scouts BSA for Frontier District.
Chris 1, we're in the wrong order again this month. Christopher Lux, I am the Assistant District Commissioner for Roundtable.
Raymond Price, Scouts PSA Roundtable Commissioner.
So this evening we have a very quick agenda on our amazing words of wisdom. So first up, we're going to talk about charter renewal. Charter renewal is due now. Yesterday. I hear some people say next week. I hear today. It's due nowish, as well as our Journey to Excellence paperwork. Tonight's a great night to turn it in if you happen to have it. Michaela and James Doctor would be more than happy to take your paperwork from you. If you don't happen to have it this evening, give Michaela a call, give James a call, get it turned in. If you have questions on your charter renewal, concerns on your charter renewal, the greatest people to talk to are your unit commissioners, or Tim Brackett, or CJ Mays, or Michaela, or James. So let's go ahead and get our charter renewal in. It's very important to get the boys a good program and to keep our units active. And they can only do that if they renew their charters. Number 2, I have all of this blank space. Nobody else wanted to give words of wisdom tonight. So, Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, you jumped to me really quick.
Nobody else wanted to.
We tried to put you as far down as we could.
You did
It
very
was
well.
as far down the list as I can get. So,
Hi, I'm JD Leonard. I'm your Frontier District Activities Chairperson. Great to see so many people here this evening. I'm going to mention 2 things. Number 1 is the Klondike Derby. Coming up the weekend of February 8th at Gateway Golden Gate State Park. We're with the Gateway District for the Klondike Derby. So we're hoping to have 500, 600 scouters up there having a great time in the snow. It's open to Weeblos for the day Saturday, and or if you make arrangements to camp with a troop. But otherwise for the Weeblos, it's a day event. And for the Boy Scouts, Friday and Saturday night. It's a really affordable weekend. I think the cost is $12. How can you go wrong to come up and have an entire program put together for you all you have to do is show up and have a blast.
Are we going to be earning our polar bears this year?
I can't guarantee you that one. You can ask Bob. He's a pretty good weather predictor. Yeah. Does the Weather Channel go out and tell us if it's going to be below zero February 8th yet, Bob?
Well, I haven't asked the Magpies yet, and they haven't told me.
Oh,
Okay. I'll ask you again next month.
Cool. But we'll try to make that all happen. There's lunch included with your $12. All you gotta do is bring up a can of soup. It's a great, easy program for you to come out and have a blast and have a great time. And it's only maybe an hour, hour and a half drive from here at the most to get to Golden Gate State Park. $12. Cheap date. Some of the other Klondike Derbies that are out there is $25 or more. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about going to some other Klondike Derby on another weekend and cost is important to you. You won't find a more reasonable event than this one. Another one to put on your calendar is the Council Camporee. That's family camping. It's open to everybody to come out there and have a blast. The Frontier District will be camping in one area. We'll get more details obviously as September 20th gets closer as to where the campsites are and stuff like that. But put it in your plans. The 20th through the 22nd, it's open to all scouters, young and old alike. Just come out and have a blast. There's going to be all sorts of pin trading going on. Ariane's got a pin here.
So that's the pin, the official pin of the Camporee. So they are floating around already.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There are going to be all sorts of things going on. If you're interested in doing shooting sports, stuff like that, you need to sign up right away. The shooting sports events fill up. They're actually looking at creating some activities on Sunday for, and like shooting sports is an example where they're going to have some competition throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday. The best marksmen will get to compete against each other for some final awards. But they've got all sorts of things going on with pins, along with you being able to design your own troop pins and pack pins. They've got some groups you can work with where you can get pins made for really reasonable to do training and all sorts of stuff like that. So that was the other one I wanted to plug in there, was the upcoming Council Camporee. So nobody can miss out on that great event too.
Yep.
But Klondike's just 2 months away.
Klondike, right there.
Yep.
If you have questions, talk to Katie.
Yep, talk to me, and I've been sending a few emails out, not trying to bombard people, but if you haven't got any, see me over here, give me your email address, and I'll gladly put you on my email address list if you're a Cub Master or Scout Master, something like that.
Thank you so very, very much. Mr. Will has come to talk to us about camping in DAC. Mr. Will.
Thank you much. So for those of you who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Will Corcoran. I'm part of the professional staff here in Denver Area Council. I'm the Assistant Camping Director. So I oversee the summertime operation of Peaceful Valley Scout Ranch. So that's going to be your Magnus Adventure Camp, Camp Dietler, Camp Chris Dobbins. But I also have a hand in a lot of our other camping operations here in Denver. So how many of you are here representing a Boy Scout unit or Scouts BSA unit? Okay, hands. How many, keep them up, how many of you know where you are camping in the summer of 2019? Okay, how many of you don't know where you're camping in 2019 yet? All right, I want to talk with you guys. All right, how many of you are representing a Cub Scout unit tonight? All right, how many of you have summertime programs lined up already? How many of you would like to have some summertime programs lined up? I want to see all those hands. All right, so we have a very good variety of activities that we offer during the summertime. Obviously, Peaceful Valley. We also do Tahosa for the Boy Scout units. We have the Weeblos Weekend coming up at Tahosa as well in May, late May. So what I want to talk to you, in addition to summer camp, because I'm always pushing summer camp, there is no non-summer camp time for me, is our off-season programs. So specifically, one of the programs that we're going to be running here starting in January up at Tahosa High Adventure Base is OOPIC. Has anybody here ever done OOPIC?
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's a really fun program. So of you who have done it, does anyone want to take a stab at giving the group a description? Anyone? All right, that's why I come prepared, right? So OOPIC is our winter camping training program. So you're gonna come up that weekend and you're gonna get trained how to survive out in a snowy environment. So part of that is you're gonna mound up snow, you're gonna dig out your own quinzhee and you're gonna sleep in it. Quinzhee's like an igloo, right? But instead of stacking blocks of ice, it's a hollowed out snow mound, right? So you're also gonna learn about layering systems and what to do in the event of getting stuck out in the woods if you're skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, that sort of stuff. It's a really phenomenal program. We're actually one of 3 councils in the entire nation that's allowed to use the UPIC name. And you have to have certain standards to your program in order to utilize that name. So it's a really top-notch program and very highly recommended. We are looking for more people to sign up for that. We also have a bunch of other programs as well during the fall time. So what we just got done with, so we offer a lot of climbing programs. So if you would like to take your unit climbing, we do offer climbing instructor trainings twice a year, as well as COPE at Tehosai Adventure Base. So how many of you have heard about the capital campaign in Peaceful Valley? All right, so for those of you who aren't aware, and then I'll get done up here because I could go on for hours, but I won't take too much of your time. We are in the middle of a $20 million capital campaign that is benefiting our camping program here in Denver Area Council. One of the key features of that capital campaign is we are in the process of renovating the William Kephart Dining Hall. So I was just down there today actually, and the entire building is gutted, and we're in the process of expanding out the kitchen and building a nice deck onto it so that we can double our seating capacity. So if you've been to Camp Chris Dobbins in the last couple of years, you may remember that we had that 2-seating dining. So we're gonna be able to go to one seating in our dining hall, which is gonna be super nice and gonna streamline that program significantly. So I appreciate your time this evening. I always love to talk camp. I'll be hanging around after this if you would like to talk about where your troop is going this year, or if you just want to share a fun story of a time that you went camping. And I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to see me, or you can reach out via email, or if you go to the council website, my office number is on there as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Will. So, my space is now filled more. Mr. Chuck, you wanted 30 whole seconds.
I sure will. Tim's not going to believe me when I say I'm going to do this in 30 seconds, so you can start your watch now if you want. I'm Chuck Cuban. I'm otherwise known as the Buffalo with Wings. I'm the Aviation Merit Badge Counselor, one of the principal counselors here in the Denver Area Council. This Saturday, if your troops are free, I am doing the Aviation Merit Badge class at the Wings Over the Rockies Museum. We call it the Penguin class because you don't have to fly to get the merit badge. But there are a couple of prerequisites. It's $15 for the class, which is included in the museum admission. If there's room in the room, that parents can hang out as well, learn a little bit about aviation, and several different components, including flying the FPG-9 gliders, a tour of the museum, and spending some time on the flight simulators. You fly a course on the flight simulator. So for all the details, go to Wings Over the Rockies Museum website. The way you sign up is you go to their calendar. You'll see the Aviation Merit Badge on December 8th, and it's just like signing up for an event down at council. I'm sure you've done that before. Thank you.
I'll take 70 seconds. That was really awesome. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and break here.
Well, real quick, almost got through. So of the 4 roundtable commissioners we have, 3 of them have a birthday this month. And I'm not the one. So let us sing happy birthday to Chris, Ariane, and Raymond.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
So in back there will be cake throughout.
We have some cake and some cookies and some salties and some sugar and salt and fruits and happiness.
And
We
for
are
kids that are younger siblings here, that are just tagging along and waiting while the older siblings are talking to troops, I do have some activities for young siblings.
So, we are going to break.
YPT, if you need YPT, just follow me because it's a little confusing how to get to the room.
So room 210, if you're here to take YPT 2.0, which you need in order to recharter, please go ahead and follow Ms. Sherry. If you are here to do the roundtable discussion portion of, hey, we're all part of the pack and I have questions about how to pack, we're gonna meet next door. And then here, we've got a lot of great troops who are here to talk to a lot of great scouts who are looking for a troop to move into. So, with that, break.